Right, so today we'll be talking about identifying your skin type and knowing which skin products suit you. Okay, if you notice, this is part one. So why do we have part one? The obvious answer is, of course, we will be having part two, part three, and so on, right? But okay, so the reason is actually because beauty and skincare is a very big topic, right? And there's a lot of things to talk about. Okay, so that's why we have broken them down into different section, different areas, so that we can cover as many areas as we can in the coming weeks. So okay, so I'll tell you more about the next part at the end of this session, and then it will make more sense to you. Okay, now let's get started. Right. So we will start off with understanding our own skin type or our consumer's skin type, which is the very basic and first step before we move on to identifying the suitable skincare products for our skin. So when we say skin type, it means our natural skin, the one that we are born with and is genetically given to you, whether you like it or not. Okay, so how many natural skin types are there? Okay, let's have a look. By the way, it's not just oily, normal, and dry like you see in the slide. Okay, this is just to show you how the normal, oily, and dry skin looks like in actual skin. Okay, so first one is normal skin. So people with a normal skin have very healthy balance of oil and water moisture. Their skin is neither oily nor dry, and they've got smooth and soft skin texture where their pores are barely visible. And once in a while, they might experience hormonal and or occasional breakouts. Okay. And this is, of course, the ideal skin type that all of us desire to have. Okay. So people with a normal skin can basically use any types of skincare range as long as they feel comfortable using the products. Okay. Now, next is dry skin. As the name suggests, of course, people with dry skin lack moisture, both water and oil, in their skin. And their skin usually have rough and dry texture where pores are also barely visible, okay, for dry skin people. However, fine lines are usually more visible for people with dry skin, okay, and they feel their skin tight most of the time and with a dull appearance. Okay, so people with dry skin normally will require richer and thicker textured moisturizer or skincare products to give the extra moisture that their skin need. Okay, next, oily skin. People with oily skin have shiny complexion most of the time because their skin tend to produce excessive oil. Okay, their pores are usually enlarged and very visible. Okay, also oily skins are prone to have pimples, whiteheads, and blackheads. Okay, so people with oily skin require skincare products that are lighter and less oily because their skin is already producing excessive oil or what we call sebum, right? So we do not want to use something that is so rich and so oily for oily skin type people, and that will make the condition the skin worse, right? And sorry, so next is combination skin, right? So some people have both oily and dry skin on different parts of their face. Okay, what I mean by that is usually oily on the T zone, okay, and dry or normal skin on the cheeks, okay, and some people call it the U zone, right? So people with combination skin have imbalanced oil and water in their skin, where their pores are usually enlarged, okay, on their T zone especially, and their T zone appears to be shiny and oily most of the time, okay, and they are also prone to have blackheads and whiteheads, especially on the T zone. Okay, so people with combination skin would also require products that that are able to provide a healthy oil and water balance to the skin. Okay, so this is very important for combination skin because there are lack of water and oil combination. Yeah, lack of water and oil balance in their skin, right? So next is sensitive skin. So what is sensitive skin? You know, I've heard some people telling me that their skin, they are having sensitive skin. Actually, some people think that they have sensitive skin because they suddenly have more breakouts during a certain period, right? For example, during this pandemic, they have been wearing face masks for a prolonged period of time, and they started having more breakouts around the chin area, this area. Okay, so some of them think that having more breakouts, you know, it means that their skin is sensitive. But actually, that's not true. That's not sensitive. So let's look at what sensitive skin is, right? So people with sensitive skin usually have flaky skin that feels tight, itchy, and sometimes stingy. And they have patches of red spots around their face. Okay. Sometimes they look like dry rashes on their skin. Okay. Their skins are easily irritated and easily react to skincare products because they have very weak or broken skin barrier, right? So now there's also a difference between sensitive skin and sensitized skin. Okay, sensitized skin may be a new word to you, which I will explain in a few minutes. Okay, so what's the difference between these two? Sensitive skin is genetics, okay, where it stays sensitive for a person's whole life, most of the time. Okay, you are born with sensitive skin, whereas sensitized skin is usually caused by environmental or external factors. Okay, so an example of a sensitized skin is if you have been using too much of skincare products that are high in AHA, or what you call alpha hydroxy acid. If you look at your skincare product, sometimes you will see the content AHA, which is an acid that is used to normally exfoliate your skin for brightening and stuff like that. So if you use too much of products that contains AHA, high content of AHA, eventually your skin may thin out too quickly and cause it to become sensitive and easily irritated. Okay, so some people who experience this, they will need a period of time to repair their skin before they can go back to the normal skincare products, right? So you need to know whether you have a sensitive skin by nature or you have a sensitive skin because of what you used previously. At the end of the session, we will have one of our partner who will share her testimony and her story of how her skin became sensitized because of a product that she used previously, right? Okay, so people with sensitive skin will require what kind of products? They will need products that are mild and calming to the skin. Okay, so it's also important to have a lot of hydration for people with sensitive skin. Okay, so now take a few seconds to think which type of skin do you actually have. Don't worry if you cannot identify it now. It's very common for people not to get it right the first time. Okay, you can also talk to your sponsors if you need help finding out your skin type. Okay, so let's move on to the interesting part, which is the skin condition. So why I say it's interesting is because on top of our natural skin type, there could be also other non-genetic factors, non-genetic, not the natural factors, that can affect our skin and change the characteristics of our skin. Okay, so some examples are like the environment that you are in, prolonged exposure to hot sun, lifestyle, your eating habits, or hormonal imbalance, and so on. Okay, which means you can have a normal skin, but because of some of these factors that I mentioned, your skin may appear oily at some point in your life. Okay, so how is skin condition different from skin type? Like I mentioned in the beginning, our skin type is the natural one that we are born with, whereas skin condition develops um, over a period of time, okay, due to the external factor, and are usually temporal and reversible, and also repairable, okay, if we use the right products to repair it, to change the condition, okay. So skin conditions can sometimes cause confusion on the actual skin of an individual, okay. What do I mean by that is, first, when we look at dehydrated skin, okay, dehydrated skin is a skin that is, of course, dehydrated, okay. So when a skin is dehydrated, it appears oily, and oftentimes is mistaken for an oily skin, okay. So it's dehydrated is lack of hydration, and the skin is not able to retain the moisture well enough. Okay, so when the skin is lack of moisture, lack of hydration, it will then produce excessive oil, or what you call sebum, to moisturize the skin. Okay, so with the excessive oil production, dehydrated skin becomes prone to breakouts because pores are easily clogged also. Okay, so how does a person's skin become dehydrated? Okay, so it's often caused by external factors and lifestyle. For example, when a person is constantly in an air-conditioned room, or in a room with heating, like in the UK during winter time, we turn on the heating, which makes the air very dry. Okay, I'm sure in Asia, um, the weather is so hot, most of the time we are in air-conditioned room, right? So plus our lifestyle, sleeping late every night, or smoking. So all these are the external factors that can make our skin dehydrated. Okay, so all these um, are things that we can avoid sometimes, right? Like by changing our skincare products to repair our skin, okay, to make it back to the normal state. Next is pigmented skin, or what you call hyperpigmentation, okay, where we have patches of skin that have become darker in color than the surrounding area. Okay, almost 100% of people I've spoken with about skincare have concerns on pigmentation. Okay, I'm sure it's not something new to most of you here too. Okay, hyperpigmentation is caused by excessive melanin production in our skin. Okay, so what is melanin? If it's a new word to you, melanin is the natural pigment that gives the dark color to our hair, our eyes, and our skin. Okay, so one of the most common reasons for hyperpigmentation is sun damage. When we are exposed to sun or UV radiation, it stimulates our bodies to produce more melanin. Okay, and the worst thing about this is that the dark pigmented spots only start to appear on our skin many years long after the sun damage. Okay, so if you have dark spots on your skin, it is definitely not because you were exposed to too much of sun yesterday, last week, or even last month. Okay, but it is because of the prolonged exposure to sun without proper protection on your skin many years ago. Okay, that it starts to appear now. So sunscreen is very important to protect our skin from sun damage that would cause hyperpigmentation. Okay, hyperpigmentation can also be caused by other factors such as hormonal change, especially in pregnancy, or some medical condition, allergies, or even chemical and physical injuries. Okay, so take note, sunscreen is very, very important. Okay, next, acne skin. Acne is a skin disease. Okay, it's a skin disease, a skin condition that causes an inflammatory condition with the symptoms such as blackheads, whiteheads, pimples, and sometimes even cysts. Okay, people with acne skin have enlarged pores and have their oil glands easily clogged due to excessive oil or sebum production. Okay, acne skin can also be caused by several factors such as hormonal imbalance, pregnancy, or even dirty pillows. Okay, you will notice that some people who usually or they have sort of perfect skin when they were younger started to have acne skin condition during their pregnancy. So that is hormonal imbalance is one of the reasons that can cause a person to have acne skin condition. Okay, so next, of course, we want to know how to have healthy skin, right? So everyone wants to have healthy skin, but the core and most important in how to get a healthy skin is, of course, with proper cleansing. This is very, very important, and this is the very first important step that we can do in order to have a beautiful skin. And that is why in our next session, we will be talking solely about cleansing, okay, which I will update you later at the end of this session. Okay, next is nourishment and nutrient, followed by protection and treatment. Okay, but then there are also other factors too that we may not realize, which can also contribute to the health of our skin. Okay, such as having enough sleep and rest, having regular exercise, enough hydration, and even inner health can have an impact on our skin. Okay, so we will be having a separate session in the coming weeks on how we can achieve and maintain a healthy skin through supplementation by taking supplements for inner health. Okay, by our leader James Chong, who is a health coach and nutritionist by profession. Okay, so that's inner health, right? So now, before we dive into the suitable products recommendation for each skin type, let us have an overview of Atomy skincare range. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, cleansing is the very first and most important step in our skincare routine. Okay, so here's all the skincare products that Atomy offers to us on the shopping mall. Of course, you might not find the complete range of products in your country, but you can refer to Atomy South Korea website for the full range. You can also check with your sponsors on how you can get hold of some of these products from Korea, okay, if they are not yet available in your country's shopping mall. Okay, so that's the cleansing products of Atomy. Next step, nutrients and nourishment. This is the second most important step we need to do after we cleanse our skin. So just like our bodies that need food, our skin also needs food and nutrients in order to stay healthy. So these are the skincare sets that Atomy carries in the shopping mall in most countries. Okay, I'm sure some of you might find it very familiar. You might already know some of these skincare sets here. Okay, and next is also very, very important is the protection for our skin. Okay, which is the sunscreen that I've mentioned earlier part of the session. Okay, that we use after we provide nutrient and nourishment to our skin. Okay, this is a very important step that we should never neglect, whether you are in summer where you have lots of sun, or you are in winter where you have very, very little sun. Okay, So sunscreen provide a protection layer to our skin from the harmful UV rays from the sun. Okay, even when you think that you are in a shady place, like for example, sitting under the tree by the beach, the sun is not directly on you, your skin can also have sun damage because the water in the sea reflects the sun rays to your skin. So unless you are in a room without any windows, you need to have a layer of sunscreen to protect your skin. Okay, next, the mist. I'm not sure how many of you are using Atomy's mist products. So these are the mist and spray products that Atomy have on the shopping mall in most countries. They are in handy sizes and can be carried in your handbags wherever you go, can be used anytime of the day to give additional moisture and hydration to your skin. Okay, and finally, treatment products, the Absolute Spot Out series that comprises of the Spot Out Essence and Spot Out Cream, which are used to treat and lighten hyperpigmentation condition, the dark spots on our skin. Okay. Also, the Synergy Ampule program that is recommended to be used with the EP Booster device, which is a 4 weeks intensive skincare solution with hydration, firming, brightening, lifting, and anti-aging effects. Okay. So now, after having an overview of all the skincare products in Atomy, you might ask, where do I start from? There's so many products in Atomy, right? So of course, in skincare, as a product sometimes work and react differently in every individual, it can only be recommended. And you must remember, it's not one size fits all. Okay, so it's just a recommendation for the specific skin type, right? So now let's move on to look at each skin type and skin condition that I mentioned earlier, and what are the recommended products for each of them. Okay, remember, this is the recommended products is the very first step of skincare you can use for now for your current existing skin condition based on and your age and the results that you are seeking for. Okay, why do I say this? Is because after using these recommended products, if you find that you have achieved the result that you like, your skin is ready to move up to the next range, you can always upgrade your skincare range. Okay, so that's why what I'm saying today in this session is the very first product if you are new to Atomy skincare or your consumer that are new to Atomy skincare with certain skin type and or condition, you can use this recommended range of products. Okay, of course you can always check your sponsors on this, okay, to confirm your recommended product is correct for your consumers or for yourself. So the first one, normal skin. So for cleansing, you can use our top selling evening care set, also known as the 365 days home spa, that comprises of a deep cleanser, foam cleanser, peeling gel, and peel off mask. Remember, I mentioned we will be having our next session on cleansing products. So we will be sharing more in detail on how many times a week you need to use the product, some of these products, or you can also check with your sponsors on this before our next session. Okay, so after cleansing for normal skin is to follow by the nutrient products range, such as the Hydra Brightening set or the Fame, or our best-selling anti-aging range that is called the Absolute Cell Active Skincare Set. Okay, so that's for normal skin. Next, oily skin. Now for oily skin, we try to use products that are lighter in texture and less oily. So for cleansing, instead of using the deep cleanser in the evening care set, the deep pure cleansing oil works better and is more suitable for oily skin as it cleanses the pores, okay, and helps to eliminate blackheads and whiteheads, okay. Also, it's very light and doesn't leave the skin feeling oily after that, okay. So after you use the foam cleanser to further cleanse your skin, okay, so this two-step cleansing is called double cleansing, okay. It's not washing your face 2 times with the same products. No, it's not. But it's using 2 different products that work differently in cleansing our skin, especially for those of us who wear makeup or even sunscreen. Okay, it's important to remove the sunscreen product and makeup from our skin so that our pores are not clogged. Okay, so after the foam cleanser, so follow with the rest of the products in the set, the peeling gel, the peel mask, okay, where the peeling gel is usually used once to twice a week, and the peel off mask depending on your skin condition. Okay, so after cleansing, I will recommend that you use the 3-second beauty water, an amazing product to give an extra hydration to your skin before you move on to your next step. And after that, you will want to start off with the Hydra Brightening Set that is very light, yet it gives you very good hydration and nutrients that your skin requires. Of course, like I mentioned earlier, you can always upgrade to the next range when your skin is ready. Okay, so this is just the very first step recommended product. Okay, so next, dry skin. We always recommend to people with dry skin to use products that are richer in texture, as their skin tend to lose moisture and are unable to lock in the moisture that the skin needs. Okay, so like the normal skin, to start off with the evening care set for thorough cleansing, followed by the 3-second beauty water for additional hydration before you move on to your toner. Okay, so over here, I'm showing you 2 different sets of products you can use depending on your age and the results you want, of course. Okay, first is if you are using the Fame, you can actually swap the essence for the Hydra Brightening Essence for extra hydration and finish off with the Hydra Brightening Cream instead of the nutrition cream for on days when you feel that your skin is a bit too dry. Okay. In fact, the Absolute Cell Active set is actually the most suitable one for people with dry skin. Why? Because of the rich texture, especially the nutrition cream. Okay, but of course, it also depends on your age and the result that you are seeking for, as this is an anti-aging skincare range. Okay, and to give additional hydration throughout the day, you can spritz on the cream mist I put at the bottom. Okay, anytime throughout the day, you can easily carry it in your handbag and use it anytime in the day whenever you feel that you need some moisture for your skin. Okay. Next, the combination skin. You can have the evening care set for cleansing again, or you might want to replace the deep cleanser on some days with the deep pure cleansing oil. If you find that the deep cleanser is too oily for you, okay, or only on certain days, depending on your preference, okay. And the same to follow with the 3-second beauty water for hydration before toner. Now, so for combination skin that has imbalanced, what do you call combination skin? They have imbalanced oil and water, right? So definitely the Fame is the suitable one for combination skin. Why? Because it contains panthenol that is constantly soothing the skin, preventing dryness, and the hyaluronic acid that retains moisture in our skin, the ceramide that works as a skin barrier to prevent moisture from escaping. However, on the days that you feel that your skin needs extra hydration, you can also swap the essence and cream with the Hydra Brightening set. Okay. Now, sensitive skin. For sensitive skin, we want to be very careful in choosing the right products, as we do not want to further irritate or damage our skin, right? So in the evening care set, you can swap the foam cleanser with the Derma Real Cica cleanser, gel cleanser. Okay, Derma Real Cica is the range that is specially made for people with sensitive skin, as it contains cica extract that is commonly used to calm sensitive skin. I want to highlight here that in the evening care set, the deep cleanser, the peeling gel, and the peel off mask contains the cica extract that I just mentioned, okay, that is commonly used to calm sensitive skin. However, if you notice, I have darkened the peeling gel and the peel off mask in the evening care set here, because it depends on the degree of your skin sensitivity. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, so it depends on the degree of your skin sensitivity, okay, to determine whether or not at your current situation, it is suitable for you to use these two products, okay, or how you should use them. So for those of you who have sensitive skin, it is important for you to check with your sponsor on how to use these two products, okay? And after cleansing, you can spritz on more of the 3-second beauty water to ensure your skin is loaded with moisture and hydration, okay? And then you move on to the Derma Real Cica skincare set that contains toner, ampoule, and cream. So if your skin has dry and itchy patches, you can always spritz on the cream mist any time of the day to provide extra moisture to your skin. Okay. Now, dehydrated skin. Okay, again, cleansing with the evening set. Okay, followed by hydration. I personally have dehydrated skin in the past, right? So ever since I switched my products to Atomy products, and I use these steps, I've seen my skin has transformed tremendously, totally changed. I especially love the 3-second beauty water. Okay, before I use the toner of the Absolute skincare set. Okay, so you can see that you can cleanse your face with evening care set, or you can sometimes, again, you can swap the deep cleanser with the deep pure cleansing oil, and then followed by the rest of the products in the evening care set. And then for hydration, spritz on your 3-second beauty water, followed by your skincare set, which is the Absolute set. Okay, and because Absolute skincare set is very rich and it sort of gives extra moisture to your skin, or sometimes you might want to swap the serum, okay, the serum and the cream to the Hydra brightening set. Okay, and throughout the day, if you feel that your skin is still dehydrated, you can also spritz on the cream mist, okay, throughout the day. Now, pigmented skin. If you notice, I didn't put any cleansing products here because it depends on your natural skin type. Okay, you can select the suitable cleansing products based on your natural skin. Okay, that I've mentioned earlier in the beginning of the session. Okay, so however, I want to highlight here is the addition of the Spot Out series into your skincare routine, as it is meant to treat and lighten dark spots. Okay, so the essence, the Spot Out essence, can be used before or after the Absolute ampoule, depending on which active ingredients or function you want to get absorbed into your skin first. Okay, the essence is normally recommended to be used at night, as it causes our skin to be photosensitive, or another term is sensitive to sunlight. Okay, so if you still prefer to use it during the daytime anyway, then it is very important that you apply sufficient sunscreen to protect your skin. Okay, so for the Spot Out cream, you can use it during the day, in the morning, as it is lighter in texture as compared to the nutrition cream in the absolute set. Okay, so at night you can use the nutrition cream instead of the spot out cream. Okay, so do note, I put in red here, right? The sunscreen is very important to prevent our skin from sun damage and hyperpigmentation condition. Notice I keep emphasizing on sunscreen. Okay, next is acne skin. So for people with acne skin, you can use the deep pure cleansing oil in place of the deep cleanser, right? Same like those with oily skin, because it's very light and it cleanses our pores very effectively. Then followed by foam cleanser or the Acne Clear System foam cleanser that comes in the set. Okay. However, the reason why I darken the peeling gel here is because you have to be careful when using the peeling gel for acne skin. It really depends on the seriousness of your acne condition. Okay. So however, it is very important to exfoliate your skin, to remove dead skin cells, to prevent further blockage of your pores, right? Which will potentially worsen your condition. So if your pimple wounds are raw, are open, you might want to avoid using this too frequently or wait till it heals a little bit more before you use the peeling gel. Okay. Then followed by the 3-second beauty water for hydration, and then the Acne Clear System set. Okay, that contains the toner, the Acne Clear Spot Solution, and Acne Clear Serum. Okay. Last but not least, for men, we have some men here. Okay, so actually there's a range that's catered to men. All you men here, the men series, which is also called the OM series, are formulated with healing properties, at the same time brightening of the skin and wrinkles improvement. So for men who do not like to use many products, many skincare products, yet they will still want to have some moisturizer on their skin, they can actually use at the bottom here, the OM Energizing All-in-One, okay, which contains toner, essence, emulsion, and cream all in one bottle. Okay. So next, why do I show the skincare range here again? Because if you notice, I did not include sunscreen recommendation in the skin types, right? So Atomy carries a wide range of sunscreen products you can choose from, depending on your preference and suitability. I can't emphasize enough that it is very important that we finish off our skincare routine with a layer of sunscreen during the daytime, the morning, to protect our skin from sun damage, which would also quicken the aging process of our skin. Okay, so you can browse the shopping mall and speak to your sponsors on the sunscreen difference, the different sunscreen, to find out more about which one that you will prefer. Okay, one thing I need to highlight about sunscreen, you will notice that there's SPF 50, there's SPF 30. So if you use two products that contain sunscreen SPF, one is 30, one is 50. Does it make up to SPF 80? So no, it doesn't make up, it doesn't add up like mathematics. If you use two different products that contain SPF, the effective SPF that protects your skin will be the higher one, whichever is higher, and not the addition of two SPF. Yeah, remember that? Okay, so some of you would ask, why is it important to use a whole set of skincare? Okay, you may ask, is it important that we use toner, essence, and cream? Can I just choose just one of them, or just two of them? So let's look at our skin layers to understand further in this. Okay, as you can see in this diagram, This is our skin that comprises of several layers, okay, on the left, okay, and the enlarged diagram on your right shows only our first or outermost layer of skin called the epidermis, where we apply our skincare on, right? So below the epidermis is called the dermis, okay? You will notice in this diagram that each layer of skin absorbs and benefits from different product types and texture of the product. Okay, for example, the dermis and the stratum basal, the basal layer of our epidermis, the bottommost layer of our epidermis, are where the essence, ampule, and serum should go to, and they are very essence friendly. They absorb essence, ampule, serum very well in this layer. Okay, because essence, ampule, and serum, they have the smallest particles. They are made to have the smallest particle size to penetrate deep into this layer of our epidermis. Okay, so it is very important to layer our skincare products in the correct order to achieve the best effects and results that you want. Okay, you can see here as you go up the layer to the outermost layer on top, you can see that, you know, the outermost is a cream friendly layer. Okay, so how to layer our skincare products in the right order. So here's a general guideline on how we should layer them, by starting off with toner, followed by essence or ampule or serum to prep our skin, right? And then moisturizer and so on. Okay, so by using the products in the right order, we can ensure that the products are able to penetrate well into the different layers, the layers that they should go to. So a rule of thumb is to feel the texture of the products, starting from the lightest viscosity to the higher viscosity, where you will notice that the first few products or the very first product that goes onto your skin, like the 3-Second Beauty water or toner, they are both water-based, followed by the active ingredients, which are made in very, very small particle size, which is essence, ampule, and serum, okay, in order for them to penetrate straight into the deepest layer of our skin, okay? And then as you move along your skincare layers, to seal off with more of an oil-based products like cream and lotion. Okay, so with that ends my presentation today on the basic understanding of our skin and the recommended products for each skin type. Okay, next in the upcoming session, which is part 2, we'll be talking about Atomy cleansing products. So please take note on the timing of the session, as we will be hosting our upcoming session at 11 a.m. UK time and 7 p.m. Malaysia Singapore time. This is because the end of daylight savings here in the UK, so the time difference between UK and Asia will change, right? So why cleansing products is because if you remember, I mentioned at the beginning of the session that cleansing is indeed very, very crucial step for healthy skin and not to be skipped at all costs. Okay, I'm sure all of us want to have beautiful skin, right? We have a secret to achieve transformation of our skin in 1 month. So come join us in the next session to find out. But we are not closing yet. We will be having our special guest today, Pei Jun, to share with us her story.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so before that, this is my face before this. So before I go further, I explain a bit on my background. I'm studying civil engineering and just graduated. So because of my civil engineering, so I do a chance stay at construction site and doing for finish my internship. Okay, and then after that so this is the time 2017. This is the time that I think it's the wasn't skin condition on my face. I getting a very serious acne skin since started from 16 years old, and then after that this one, how many years old? 2017. Yeah, during my diploma time. But my acne skin is started from 16 years old until this period is the most worst. Yeah. So during that time I can feel my skin is very painful with all the acne, and then very itchy, and then some more is very it's very dark my skin. You can see here, as you guys can see here. And then after that, during this time, I already using some of the Atomy product. Yeah. So after that, yeah, so that one is in April, and then after that is in May, and then getting better after I was using some of the Atomy product but I'm trying on my own, so it takes time because I don't really know what is the correct way to use the Atomy product, because I try and error for myself, but still can see very obviously my skin condition is getting better. It is another side of my pimple face. And until 2018, it getting better and better. 2019, and then 2020, my skin is more brighter. Can see more brighter, and then the just left on some of the pimple scar, and then I still count out some of the pimples during my period time. And then after that is the skin condition this year. Yeah, after I knowing how to use the Atomy product by correct ways, so the result is getting faster than before. It's in March, and then after that this one is in June. Can really see the difference. So if you have any question, you may type into the chat board or unmute yourself to ask me what the product that I am using now or before this. This one is the photo I taken by today. Now I can see on my face now have a bit of pimples. But the way I want to show you guys one thing. This one, my pimple scar. Pimple scar is very hard to recover. So I can see from the photo I can see my scar. From this one is the June photo, and then this one is for today, right? And then my pimple scar is getting lightened and smaller. The pore also smaller than before. Can see the enlarged photo here. this one is not very not every adhere. I don't know you all can see or not. Give me a minute. Yeah, this one, this part, especially for this part, actually from here got a lot of pimple scar and the pole size is very big. And then after that, this one adhere for the same area, but it already disappeared for the pole. Yeah, that one is the same area lah. If can, I also don't realize on my face because I look on my face every day, so I don't realize. I just realize from the photo. So I do recommend to you guys take photo and compare before and after. You can see very different for the result on the result. Yeah. And then the last one, yeah. So from 2017, my face is like this, and then until today, yeah, it took I think 4 to 5 years to recover until like this. So give you some times, but if you're using the correct product with the correct ways, I can say that the result will see very fast. Yeah. For the last one, I just want to share with you all. There is not enough to use only healthy glow base and BB cream for sun protection. For the sun protection, the pure sunscreen is the very first step. Yeah, for my skin type, it is definitely needs sunscreen. It's very important for me to do a sun protection because my skin is very sensitive, and then after that I will getting sun damage very easily. So we need sun protection by using the pure sunscreen first, and then after that just using the healthy glow base and BB cream for another function now. Okay, I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Right. So next we will have Catherine to share with us her story of how her skin that is not sensitive but became sensitized. Remember I mentioned sensitized in the beginning. Yeah, because of some of the products and the method of in using the products that was wrong information given to her that caused her skin to have some problem. Yeah, over to you, Catherine.
Thank you, Angeline. Hi, everyone. I'm Catherine. I used to have a really dry skin, and sometimes I feel that it's sensitive, and it will have dry until I feel the pain. So a friend of mine introduced some product. It's like a one-pot wonder that can be very intensive in moisture, and at the same time also multi-purpose to the skin. I don't mind to try because it was organic products at that time. And when I first using, the first few days was okay, and I keep using it. It's okay for a week and so, and literally I can see my skin become like redness, irritation, and I realized what's going on, and you can feel the skin kind of peel off itself. I go and do more deeper into the product. It's actually saying that even though it's an intensive moisture, they also act as a exfoliate to the skin, which was really surprised to me that I can't believe the intensive moisture and exfoliate can be in the same product. So I stopped using that and try to rescue my skin with lots of whatever product I can think of, like pomegranate. At the time was the real fruit pomegranate I was taken. For a period, it takes about quite a while to calm down my skin, but at the same time, I think Eric and Berlin introduced me to Atomy. I was keep looking for the right product for a very long time until come across Atomy. At the time, I really interested with the absolute skincare, but Eric and Berlin was so nervous. They keep advise me to go for the dermal seeker because I also think that I have a sensitive skin. But yeah, I still go for the absolute. So at the first 2 days, the result is amazing from the absolute skincare set. But start from the 3rd day, I have the redness and irritation, skin peeling off again. I was so scared at the time because my problem is coming back, and I was thinking, is this suitable to me? I was so nervous. Spoke to Angeline, spoke to everyone that I know in Atomy to advise what they have been to before. They are really nice, and that keep one of them suggests that why don't you try one product at one time. Literally, I try one product for half an hour and then apply the next to see which ones irritate to me, give me the irritation. And I found it's the toner and the ampoule. Maybe they are stronger, or maybe my skin was sensitized, as Angeline said, by other products. So I have to try out. And I stopped using that 2 product and continue with the others. Eventually, I slowly introduced the other 2 and I managed to use the full set. It was really happy, and the result is amazing. And I no longer suffer from the dry skin, thanks to Atomy, and thanks to everyone who supported me at that time. Yeah, I think this is the story that I have, and just sharing with you guys. I think using the right product is very important, and you have to keep on trying to see which one suit you the best. Yeah.
Thank you, Catherine,
Thank
for
you.
sharing. So there's also hope if your skin is sort of damaged or sensitized by, certain products. There's also still
Yes.
hope, yeah, to repair and reverse the skin condition. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Pedro and Catherine for sharing.